Alright, hello YouTube. Toadad88 here. Coming back to you with a new video. As you see currently, I am still working my security job. But I know I haven't uploaded for a while. I think the last time I uploaded was when I was down in Conyers, Georgia. Well, I'm no longer down in Conyers, Georgia. I'm back in Pennsylvania for now. Working back at my security job that I was at prior to going down to Georgia. And that's only because, well, I'm still working towards getting everything set up to afford to start up my business and get everything else going. So, this is a bit of an update on me personally, as well as things to come. So, the first part of the update of how I am personally, well, obviously I'm back in Pennsylvania, and I'm back to working my old security job. I've definitely been better. I wish I could say things with my ex-boyfriend, who was formerly known as Camera Guy on my old channel, that I no longer have access to. I wish I could say things were patched up right now with him and I, but we're not back together. We were talking for a period of time. And I decided to try something different for a change that I'm not used to doing, which is giving somebody time and space to think like I need to. I'm not very good at doing that, but I'm trying something that I'm not used to doing. And needless to say, I'm hoping it's going to work out in my favor. But, needless to say, that part is what's going on with me personally. And then, as far as everything else with the business, well, a decision has been made. Between now and I'm looking towards like end of March, maybe beginning of April, to have the business license for the company. Get the insurance on the company. Get my fines paid off. Get my license back. Go get my DOT physical. Order my DOT and MC numbers that I need. Then work towards a business loan. Get a tow truck. Get the subscription to TowBook. And just start out working, running TowBook calls. And then in about 3 to 6 months after I've started doing work with my business, my goal is to go to the FMCSA, verify with them, whether or not I have to order all new DOT and MC numbers, because I'm going to be transferring my entire business and operation from Pennsylvania back down to Georgia. And then, like I said, I'm also getting a pickup truck and a camper. So what my plan is with that is I'm going to put the pickup truck on the tow truck to take it down, and I'm going to pull the camper with the wheel lift of the tow truck. And this way, when I go down, I'm not homeless. I'll have a place to live. The only thing I'll have to figure out by the time I get there is where I'm going to put the camper. And there's a lot of other things that have to happen. Like, I also have to file with the state of Georgia my permit to have the amber lights. Because apparently in the state of Georgia, you have to have a permit for that. Which is fine. It's whatever. I'm not going to get mad about it. I don't make their laws. So, a lot of things are going to be happening quite soon. And as they progress and as these things do happen, I will come back to update everybody on what's going on. Now, I know, folks, normally I'm not spitting in one of these, but I don't have my spittoon with me here at work. It's at the house where I'm staying currently. And everything with that. Like I said, hopefully things work out in my favor to where I can get everything going before the end of the year. I hope everybody had a good holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Eventually, there will be content coming to this channel from the company of work that I do as a tow truck driver and a company owner. But that is provided once I get down to Georgia, I clarify with customers if they have an issue with me uploading videos of the work I'm doing. Obviously, their personal information will be private, so no plate numbers will be displayed in my videos. Their faces will not be displayed, ever. Any kind of other personal information will not be in any of the videos. And I'm going to be managing that part myself. Because the content that I want to create is combination entertainment and of education. So for any of you who do watch my videos and are down in the Georgia area, specifically northern Georgia, out by Atlanta and Interstate 20, if you've got experience in the roadside assistance industry of towing, and you decide that you want to eventually come and work at my company when I'm able to start getting more trucks and hiring, you will have to come directly to the shop to pick up an application. My applications will never be online. That is one thing I am sticking to. I want to make my company much more different than the way companies are being ran today. Also, my company will not have me sitting at the shop. I will be out in the field, in the thick of it, with whoever my employees are. And if you are experienced, like I stated, with rollback, you will go through a training period. At the end of the training period, there will be a test before you're put into a truck solo. And you will do the job the way you are trained. You will not deviate from the way you are trained. So, example being, the winch cable with the bridle is not recognized and accepted as a point of contact and securement for the vehicle that you are hauling on the rollback. So if you're one of those people who just throws 2 J-hook chains, one at the front of the vehicle, one at the back, and calls it good, you need not apply, because you will be fired immediately. It is 4 points of contact, unless you're pulling a tripod. That is the only time you can deviate from 4 points of contact. My company will also not be towing motorcycles, and that's my choice. We will not tow any kind of fully electric cars. I don't care if the vehicle is a hybrid, that's fine. But fully electric, no, not going to happen. That's the information I'm going to put out as of right now. So, if people want to bash me and badmouth me in the comments, I don't really care. Because guess what? At the end of the day, your comments do nothing but feed the algorithm. I'm not going to entertain negativity. You can say what you want. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to get into an argument with anybody on the internet. I don't got time for that crap. I'm 37 years old. Going on 38. I don't got time for keyboard warriors. So, with that said, folks, this is your update on how I'm doing and what's coming down the pike with the company. And I'm going to say one other thing. I'm not just the sole owner of the company. I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to say another thing. If anybody who applies is homophobic and has problems with people who are gay or bisexual or whatever, don't bother applying. You are allowed to have your opinion. I will not take anybody's opinion from them. But my company, the company colors have changed. They're no longer going to be blue and orange digital camo like it was originally going to be. The colors for the company are going to be just like this bracelet I'm wearing. It's going to be the rainbow pride flag. So if you got a problem with that, don't bother to apply. That's my opinion. You are allowed to have your opinion as well. You don't have to like my lifestyle. You don't have to like the fact that I support the gay community. That's your choice. That's your God-given right. But at the end of the day, it's not your name on the business. It's mine and my co-owners. So, with that said, folks, this is going to be Toadhead88 signing off and reminding you to slow down and move over, because it is the law. Bye.